Welcome to the deep dive. Have you ever walked into one of those really magnificent rooms, maybe a fancy restaurant or a grand hotel lobby,
Ooh, yeah.
and you just stop and stare at the walls because they look like real marble or they have that intricate plasterwork?
Absolutely. It's stunning stuff.
Our source for this deep dive is this fantastic YouTube video. It masterfully demonstrates a completely DIY way to get a realistic marble effect on your own walls.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So our mission today is to pull out all the simple, actionable stuff from that video. We want to show you how anyone, and I really mean anyone, can get this high-end, really sophisticated look without needing professional skills or, special tools or emptying your bank account. Think of this as your shortcut to amazing custom walls.
I like that. A shortcut to stunning.
Exactly. So let's kind of peel back the layers here and get to the core concept. When most people think marble wall, they probably jump straight to traditional Venetian plaster.
Right, that's the classic image.
And let's be real, Venetian plaster is famously difficult. It's a highly skilled craft. It takes tons of practice, a really delicate touch to get right. It's an art form.
It truly is, and that's why the innovation in our source video is such a great example of, creative problem solving.
How so?
Instead of wrestling with those traditional specialized plasters, the video shows how you can get a remarkably convincing marble look using just ordinary, everyday, water-based emulsion paint.
Just regular paint.
Just regular paint. And it's not just about being cheaper. It's a different approach altogether.
Yeah.
It's sort of democratizes the look, letting a common material mimic that luxurious depth you see in natural stone. Pretty clever.
That's why this is such a game changer for you, listening right now. It's
Yeah.
not just some neat trick. It's really empowering.
Exactly.
Imagine being able to transform your living room, or maybe even like a piece of furniture, with this high-end custom look that reflects your style, all without hiring a pro or going to some intense workshop. It really does bring that sophisticated finish within reach. It lets you personalize your space in ways you might not have thought possible before.
Yeah, opens up possibilities.
Definitely. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, okay, but what weird stuff do I need? What specialized equipment am I going to have to buy?
Right, what's the catch?
And here's the really cool part. The materials you need are probably already at your local hardware store, maybe even in your garage right now.
Seriously?
Seriously, no hunting for rare powders or fancy trowels.
Okay, I'm listening.
So the video lays out a wonderfully simple list. First, good quality water-based emulsion paint. That's your base.
Okay, standard stuff.
Then just plain water for dilution. We'll get into why in a sec. For color, the video used pigments like green, yellow, beige, gave it that classic marble vibe.
But you could use anything, presumably.
Totally. Any colors you like to create your own unique marble. Now, a really key item is a sea sponge.
A sea sponge, like a bath sponge.
Yeah, the video specifically calls out a sea sponge. The creator even jokes it's the same kind you might use in the bath. Its unique, porous texture is apparently perfect for creating those natural, organic effects.
Huh, interesting. Okay.
You'll also need a small brush for doing the veins. And finally, a water-based acrylic lacquer. That's your top coat for protection.
Glossy or matte?
Your choice. Glossy gives you that classic shiny, reflective marble look. Matte gives you something more subdued, non-reflective. Depends on the vibe you want.
Makes sense. Now, you mentioned good quality paint. Why is that so important here? The source really emphasized that, didn't it?
It did.
And it raises an important point. Quality, especially water-resistant paint, is absolutely crucial for durability. This isn't just about how it looks the day you finish.
Right, it needs to last.
Exactly. You want your hard work to stand the test of time, especially in, hallways or maybe even a bathroom. A cheap paint just won't hold up or give you that really vibrant finish you're aiming for.
Good point. Don't skimp on the paint. Okay, so you've got your surprisingly simple toolkit ready. Now let's get into the actual doing part.
The fun part.
This is where you bring your vision to life. Start crafting that marble masterpiece. We'll break it down step by step, just like the video.
All right.
First step, preparing the paint. The video says you need to dilute your water-based emulsion paint with water. Maybe start with about 30% water to paint as a guideline. You're not just thinning it, you're actually changing how it behaves.
Yeah, and what's so ingenious here is how simple water becomes like this creative tool.
How do you mean?
Well, if you add more water, the paint becomes more transparent, more semi-translucent. Think of it like glazes in painting.
Ah, okay.
Each thin layer lets the one underneath show through a bit, which builds up incredible depth and light. So you do multiple thin layers.
Right.
use less water, and it's more opaque. Better coverage, fewer coats needed. This control over dilution lets you get really nuanced variations in tone, even with just one main color. You're basically playing with light and shadow using water.
That's cool. Okay, so paint's ready. Then you move on to sponging the base and starting the layers.
Okay.
You take your diluted paint, your damp sea sponge, and apply it to the wall. Use sort of sweeping organic motions. You want to mimic the natural flow you see in real marble.
Swirls and patterns.
Exactly. The example in the video started with a green base, which immediately gave it that classic deep marble feel. And the layering part is absolutely critical here. Apply a coat, let it dry completely, then do the next one.
Patience is key.
It is. It's crucial for building that depth, letting the transparency work its magic. But here's the really great part. The creator says this process is incredibly forgiving.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Something doesn't look right or a bit dries weirdly. It's not a disaster. You just paint over it with the next layer. No pressure for perfection on the first try.
That really brings up the beauty of this technique, doesn't it? It's forgiving nature.
Totally.
Unlike some methods where one wrong move ruins everything, here you're encouraged to keep building, blending. You can even recover areas if you need to.
Yeah.
It makes it perfect for just experimenting, especially if you're, maybe new to this kind of decorative painting. It's like sculpting with color, refining as you go.
I like that, sculpting with color. Okay, so base layers are down. Next up, the veins. Those defining lines that really sell the marble look.
The tricky part.
Maybe, but the video has a great tip. You use a small brush, and you need to dilute your white paint. Maybe 30–40% water, even more than the base paint.
Why more?
Because white paint is often thicker. Thinning it more makes it way easier to draw those really delicate, fine, natural-looking veins.
Ah, okay. Smart.
But just drawing them isn't enough. The real secret, the video shows, is softening them. Right after you draw a vein, you lightly rub or kind of gently blend it with your damp sponge.
Ah, so they don't look just painted on top.
Exactly. This step is crucial. It makes them look subtle, organic, like they're actually inside the stone under the next layers. The creator even shows overlaying colors, like putting a subtle beige over a light green to create even more depth and variation. It really boosts that translucent sort of geological feel.
That makes sense. You're building complexity. Stepping back a bit, this whole thing really sounds like an invitation to just play around, experiment.
Yeah, it does.
Unlike really rigid traditional methods where it's all about precision here, building up layers and even embracing little unexpected variations is part of the charm.
Right, it's not supposed to be perfect.
No, you're not making a factory replica, you're creating something organic, like real marble. The video even suggests looking at pictures of actual marble for inspiration.
A good idea.
It tells you it's about capturing the spirit of the marble, the movement, not making a perfect copy. Try changing your sponge pressure, maybe add a tiny hint of a weird color somewhere. See what happens.
And if you hate it,
just paint over it. That forgiving nature means you can always adjust.
love it. Okay, so the art is done. You're happy with your marble effect. What's the final step?
The finishing touch.
Right, the lacquer. This seals everything in and adds that important durability.
Okay.
So you apply a water-based acrylic lacquer after the paint is totally dry. The video suggests waiting about 2 hours just to be safe.
Make sure it's fully set.
Yep. And like we said, you choose gloss lacquer for that super shiny, light-reflecting luxury look, or matte lacquer for something more understated, modern, non-reflective. Totally up to you and the look you want.
And what's fascinating here is that the lacquer isn't just for protection, is it? It actually changes the look.
How so?
It really deepens and saturates the colors you've applied.
Right.
It makes that final marble effect much more vibrant and more striking. It's like it brings the whole thing to life.
Oh.
It intensifies all those subtle layers and veins you worked on, and the source even sort of hints you could potentially tint the lacquer itself with water-based pigments for another layer of color.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't demonstrated, but it just shows there are even more creative possibilities right at the end.
That's pretty cool. So, okay, we've gone through the whole process.
Yeah.
After this deep dive, what does this all mean for you, the person listening?
Yeah, what's the takeaway?
It means the elegance, the luxury of marble, that thing that seemed so out of reach. It's not a distant dream anymore. It's actually a creative project just waiting for you to try. This technique genuinely empowers your inner DIY artist. You can transform your space with confidence and, importantly, affordably.
And a key thing to consider here, it's not just about walls, right?
Point.
The real lesson is that with a bit of ingenuity, some basic materials you can easily get, and just being willing to experiment, you can often get professional-looking results in really unexpected ways.
Sure.
This method is accessible for anyone, uses common stuff, gives you tons of creative freedom, and you could apply it to other things, too. Think about, like, an old dresser or a tabletop that needs an update.
Oh, yeah. Furniture makeovers.
Exactly. You can bring that high-end design vibe to everyday objects.
This deep dive has really shown how surprisingly simple yet effective this marble technique is. It's solid proof you don't need to be a master artisan or spend a fortune to make something truly beautiful in your home.
Absolutely. Where else in your life, beyond just painting walls, could a little bit of dilution and layering, metaphorically speaking, transform something that seems daunting into something really beautiful and achievable?
Ooh, that's a great thought to end on. We really hope this deep dive has sparked your creativity and maybe given you the confidence to tackle that next project.
Go for it.
Go forth and marble your world. Thanks so much for joining us.